something of what has brought us together this evening is something that is of interest to all of us, of interest to every one of us, because we have something in common, and that thing that we have in common is the privilege and the opportunity to make something extra from whatever we are doing. Every opportunity to make legitimate income in addition to our daily income is not a crime, it's actually welcome. And so Royalq is one of such opportunities that can help you to make additional income to what you're doing, or if possible, even make it a steady source of income, and perhaps the only source of income, because as we speak today, there are a lot of people who are taking advantage of this opportunity that Royalq has brought to us to make additional income for themselves, or even make it their core business. And so Royalq has provided an opportunity for you to make an income and also to develop and generate a business for yourself. So that is the reason why we are all gathered here this evening, to see the opportunities that Royalq has to offer. The question is, what is Royalq? People have been talking about Royalq. Some people have even gone to radio stations to talk about Royalq. Some have invited their friends to join them on Royalq. Some have also, used their money to start Royalq. But what is this Royalq in the real sense of it? Someone may ask. Well, Royalq is a trading robot. As we know, the world today is gradually moving into robotics, helping us to do virtually everything that we do. Speculation has it, or information has it, that in the next 10, 20 years, most of the jobs that we have will be taken over by robots. You might even find robots even working in hospitals. Somewhere in Japan today, there is a hotel that is run purely by robots. From the beginning to the end of that hotel is run by robots. You get to the reception, a robot welcomes you, does everything for you, signs you into the hotel, and you do everything. Perhaps we may get to a point one day when robots will even fly aircrafts. Yes, that's the world we're in. And so Royalq is a trading robot that helps you to use quantitative trading strategy to trade for you in the digital asset market. For those of us who may have been exposed to trading, particularly trading of currencies, we know the time it takes us to trade. You most times have to sit at your computer, be looking at the trends of the market to know when to go in and when to come out. Sometimes you're fortunate, you go in at a good time, you take your profit and you walk away. Sometimes you're held in the market for a whole day, for hours, for a whole day, for even weeks, trying to see that particular trade you got into reverses. What if there is a robot that does all of that for you without you having to use your precious time for other things to pay attention to your trade? So the Royalq robot has brought that kind of innovation using quantitative trading strategy to help trade the digital asset market, the digital currency market. And so you can be doing every other thing you're doing, and your robot just does the trading for you. You can set up your trades with your settings and everything, and the robot does the remaining, and can do that for 365 days in a year. For those who are very conversant with the trading environment, there has not been something like this in the past that takes off that responsibility from you. And there is also one thing that the robot does. Trading as a person and as an individual goes with lots and lots of emotional issues when you trade. Sometimes you are apprehensive, sometimes you are excited, and so emotions come in. We call it the fear and greed phenomenon in trading. When you want to take a position, you are afraid. And when you're doing well, you become greedy and you take bigger risk. Now, this robot has taken that emotional aspect of trading away. Of course, it's not human. It's been programmed to work in a certain way, and so it just does what it has been asked to do. So that emotional aspect is taken off, and then you can concentrate and do other things that you want to do as a trader. So that is one very interesting thing about Royalq robots. It is a quantitative trading robot that takes away the stress for you, helps you to trade, maximizes your opportunity in the market, and makes a lot of money for you. It is built around artificial intelligence, and it executes these trades automatically. Once a setting has been put, it takes it off from there. We also have opportunities for automatic trading. It selects the coins for you, selects the intervals and everything, and it goes on and does the trading for you 365 days in a year. Now, people have asked a lot of questions. Of course, we know that we've found ourselves at various times when people have had to lose their hard-earned funds. This one will call you and say, bring your money, we will invest it for you, and then we pay you a certain percentage over time. Some have been fortunate, they've been able to make some returns, but majority have been very unfortunate. They've had to lose not just what they are supposed to get as interest, in most cases, even their entire funds. Royalq is not asking to give you your money. Royalq will not ask you for that. Your money is safe in your exchange accounts. And for the purpose of this robot, Royalq works with only two exchanges, and that is the Binance Exchange and the Huobi Exchange. For those of us who are very conversant with the digital asset environment, we know that Binance is the biggest exchange. I can call it the first bank, as it were, of the digital asset market, not just in Nigeria, but in the whole world. Billions of dollars are warehoused in Binance. Companies have their funds there, big individuals have their funds there, and even countries have their funds there. I'm sure some of us may have heard that a particular country has adopted Bitcoin as a means of exchange, as a legal tender. That country is called El Salvador. Today, if you walk into any place, you can use Bitcoin to pay for anything you have purchased. So some of these assets are held in Binance, as well as Huobi. Huobi is also a very big digital asset exchange. So this is where your funds are. I describe it this way. It's like you have a robot is developed today that can help you trade your stocks at the Nigerian Stock Exchange. Your money is held in that particular stock, but that robot only does the trading for you. You are not giving your money to the person who owns the robot. It's the same thing with this. Your money is not in Royalq. Your money is in your Binance account, which you have access to at any point in time. At this point, I just want to show us what a Binance account looks like. This is an example of someone's Binance account. If you come here, you will see an overview of the coins or the assets held by this person. Just hold on, in a few seconds, it's going to open. That's just an example. This place you're seeing is the P2P aspect, where you can exchange your coins, your USDT for Naira. So that is where you have your funds. Your funds are not held in Royalq. So don't make the mistake of thinking that you're giving your money to Royalq. Royalq is just a channel through which you trade and trade effectively. That is what Royalq is all about. It is not Royalq that you're giving your funds to. Aha. This is how it looks like. Now you can see this person's account is also being traded. Can you see all the coins held? All these coins are being traded on Binance by the robots. As you can see, these are the various coins held by this person.
Or we can't see the Binance page.
You're not seeing it? What's going on? Oh my goodness. Okay. Can you see this? Something is wrong somewhere. Okay, let me stop sharing. I'll share it again. Okay. Just 1 minute. Okay. Okay, good. I'm sure you can see it now. Are you seeing it now? Aha. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. So these are an example of someone's Binance account who uses the robot to trade. These are the various currencies being traded by the robot as we speak. And these are the various values. The robot does not have custody of these funds at all. These funds are held in your Binance account. And whenever you want to withdraw, it's almost seamless. You just come to your P2P here. When you click on P2P, that's peer-to-peer, you see the value of, for example, this is the P2P. I'm sure you're seeing it. You can see various people who want to buy, who want to sell their USDT for Naira. And this is almost instant. So assuming you want to buy, you just come here, you pay money to this person's account, and instantly you get access to your funds in Naira. That's how easy it is. Your money is not in the robot. Your money is in your Binance account. So I just needed to make this clear so that we will understand how it works, so that people will not think that you have your funds in Royalq. You are not giving Royalq your money. Your funds are secure in your Binance or Huobi account. But the question will now be, so what is the relationship between Royalq and Binance or Huobi? You are only linked, your robot is only linked through what we call an API. It is integrated. There are processes for that. It's very simple. Your offline can tell you how to do that. Once you activate your robot, it is linked to your Binance account and trading starts. But when you look at your robot, you will see the various assets that are being traded, just like we have here. You can see here, although this is in Chinese, this is an example of an asset that is being held. This is an asset. You know, you can see it on the robot as it is, as it is being traded, but the money is actually held in your account. And the robot has no power to remove anything from your Binance account. The integration done is only to do two things. One, to read, and the other one is to do spot trading of your account. And then as it trades and makes profit, it also turns back the profit into your Binance account. It doesn't drop the profit in the robot. Everything starts and ends in your Binance account. This is what technology is doing for us. And so you can just, you have your money in your Binance account, you have your trade running, you can just abandon it and go do other things. Maybe after a day or two, you come back and check and say, oh, this is what has happened in my account, and you smile to the bank. That's just how easy this robot has been. For those of us who have been involved in this market for quite a while, we probably haven't seen anything like this in the past. And that's why trading has become more interesting and more beautiful. It is seamless, it is very powerful, it has the capabilities to execute your trades and turn out profits for you in real time, whether the bulls or the bears. And then I want to also give a differentiation between what we're doing here and the Forex market. Crypto market is a spot market. You buy when it is low and you sell when it is high. In Forex market, you can buy and sell and make money in both directions. If the market is falling, if you sell, you make money. If the market is going high, if you buy, you make money. And so anytime you find yourself against the market, the tendency is that you're going to lose your money. For example, if the market is falling and you're buying, it will keep depleting until it gets to the last point where you lose all your funds, unless you're in the direction of the market. However, in the spot markets, which is where the digital market is, even when the market is coming down, the quantity of assets you still hold remain the same. It will be patient and wait until the market comes back, it sells for you. That's what the robot does. And beyond that, it uses what we call the martingale trading principle, in which case you can, over time, average your trades and reduce the cost of your trade. For example, as of today, Bitcoin traded at between $42,000 and $41,000. Picture that you entered the robot entered the trade for you when it was $42,000, and you asked it, you maybe allocated $200 just to trade Bitcoin, and you asked it to pick trade in multiples of $10 for you, and it decides to pick a trade for you when Bitcoin was selling at 42,000, and Bitcoin went down to about $41,000 and some fractions. It will continue to pick those trades for you, thereby averaging the cost to be below 42,000. And once the market goes high and goes beyond where it picks the last trade, it will start closing those trades and selling for you, and also picking more trades. Sorry, it's rained today in Abuja, so I think that's why this network is fluctuating. So as I was talking, I said it uses that dollar cost averaging system to maximize profits for you and drop your profits in real time. So the advantages of Royalq are enormous. It uses a multi-technology system to make profit for you. And those who develop this robot are people who have traded over so many years. They have gained a lot of experience when it comes to trading and decided to bring this experience for the benefit of all of us who are involved in this market. So the question is, how do I come in to enjoy the benefits of this robot? The robot itself costs $120. You can ignore this $100 you're seeing here. This $100, it used to be $100, but it's now $120, but it's still within the same range, because when you pay the $120, the $20 remains in your robot for what we call the gas fee, because the owners of the developers of the robot should also make some money. So the $100 becomes the cost of the robot, while the $20 remains in your robot for gas fee, so that when you start trading, it starts to take their commission from their own charge from there. For every profit you make, the robot takes 20% of that profit. And so it is from that gas fee that profit is taken. That 20% commission or charge by the robot is taken. It's from that gas fee. It has no power to go into your Binance account or your Huobi account to take that charge. It doesn't have such powers. It cannot even do that. So there must be money left in your gas fee to take the charge once every profit is made. So for every $100 profit that is executed for you, $20 is taken as commission. Later we'll explain how that $20 is being redistributed. So while you pay the $120, that $20 remains for the initial set of gas fees. When that gas fee is exhausted, if it comes to $2, you need to replenish. But after $2, the robot will stop trading unless you replenish your gas fee. So it's recommended that you keep checking to know when the gas fee comes down. The more profits you make, the quicker your gas fee is depleted. Of course, you shouldn't be angry that your gas fee is depleted. if your gas fee is, in fact, you should be praying that the $20 should be depleted in one day, which means you have made so much money. So the more your depletion of your gas fee, the more profits you are making. So you need to be checking it and consistently and constantly replenish your gas fee. Now, when you have downloaded the app, or when you are registering, because whoever brought you on this platform will give you his link, and when you sign on using that link, it will bring you to a page like this. When you have put all your information and signed in, you now have where you can download the app. If you are somebody who is using iPhone, you use this one. While if you are using Android phone, you use the Google Play and download your app. After the downloading has been done, we will now activate it. When you download it, that's when you fund the app with the $120, and then the app is activated. After the activation, the Binance account, this is where the API binding is done. Your app will be binded with, or will be bound with, your Binance or Huobi account. And then the next thing is for you to start your trading. There are various settings that are used to maximize profit in trading. But for those who are coming into this for the first time, because the unique thing and interesting thing about this robot is that you don't even need to know what trading is all about to use it. From zero knowledge, you can use the robot. We have a lot of people today, even on this platform, that have no experience at all, but they are using the Royalq bots to do their trading. For such people, there are already circle owners that we can use their circle, sign into their circle, and use it to trade. The only thing that it will cost you, for example, if you're using JD Winner, is just 1% of whatever profits you make, and then you just set that one up, go and sleep. Once you have sufficient capital to meet the requirements of JD Winner, you go home and sleep, and the rest is history. It does the coin selection for you, does the trading for you, closes when it's supposed to close, and then it moves on. So that is Royalq for you. It is simple, it is interesting. All of us have an opportunity to make additional income from Royalq. This is not forex trading, like we said earlier. Nobody is asking you to give him or her his or her money. As a matter of fact, anybody who tells you, give me money to make money for you, he is not going with the model of Royalq, unless if he's somebody who is known to be a trader who uses more. But the model of Royalq is for you to just sign up on the app and let the robot do the remaining one for you. So you're not parting with any money. You are not going to engage anyone to do it for you. The robot does it for you. The only thing that may happen is probably if you have experienced uplines, maybe once in a while they'll tell you what settings to use. That is if you decide not to go with the automatic settings. They may tell you what settings to use. But over time, you too can develop the competence and the experience to know how to do your settings. And then the rest is history. So that is what we have on Royalq this evening. I believe we have touched some specific aspects. Sorry about the fluctuations from the internet. There's another aspect of it we're going to touch, but we're going to stop here at the moment, and then we'll ask questions, and then we'll take it up from there. So you can unmute yourself. If you have any question to ask, we will answer the questions before we go to the second part, which is the business aspect of the Royalq robots. So we want to take questions. Okay, we have Ruth Fredericks. Please feel free to unmute yourself and ask your question. Are you there, Ruth?
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you clearly.
Yeah, good evening. Thank you for the presentation.
Thank you.
I think I've picked something from the presentation, but I have a question. I know why you were presenting. You said that the money is in your Binance account.
Yes.
So what is the robot using to trade for you?
Okay, thank you very
Is it
much.
artificial currency? I don't know.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that very intelligent question. Now, the robot is just a means to an end. If you have your account on Binance, let me go back to my Binance, that Binance account I showed earlier. Can we see it? Just 1 minute, let me share that Binance account I showed earlier. Okay. Are we seeing the account? You're seeing Binance account, right? Okay, good.
Yes.
Now, I'll just show you something. Now, I want you to look at this account as an account that is manually being traded. Now, if I want to trade this account manually, I will just come here, go to markets, and look for a particular market, a particular coin I want to trade. Let's say I want to trade this one now. And I'll come here and I'll say trade. Let me just use classic. Now, as when I want to trade this. Oh, this network is so slow. It brings me to a place like this. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it?
Yes, I'm seeing it. Yes, I'm seeing it.
This is just a pair. It's just a typical example of a Binance, of a market in Binance. So if I want to trade this, I will trade it manually. I will instruct, I'm not going to do anything here, but I'm just trying to show you. I will instruct on my Binance account, okay, pick so quantity of this coin for me. Of course, I must have money and it will execute it for me. Now, what has happened is that the robot has taken this off you. Are you following what I'm saying? The robot has taken that responsibility. The robot is like standing as you now. I am like the robot now. The only thing is just that it's not a person. So for me, that is a person, I have access to this. I can use my hand, my mouse, and my laptop and get access to this account. This market, and instruct it to pick particular quantity of this market for me and trade. When it's got to a point, I'll come back and I'll close it and make profit or make loss, as the case may be. You understand? Why I mentioned loss is because sometimes, because of emotion, we're not patient enough to wait for the market to get to a profitable point before we close when we are trading on our own. But the robot is not human. So that way you look at it, my money is still in Binance. Now, because the robot is not human, I am human, I can manipulate this market and trade. Because the robot is not human, we need to connect this robot with what we call an API. Now, that API is what now links this robot to your Binance account. Now, that API has what we call a secret key. It has an API key, and it also has an IP address that will make the robot to see your Binance account and be able to trade with the instruction to only trade and not do any other thing. So your money is in your Binance account. But because it's been linked, just like I am human, the money is in the Binance account, but because I am human, I can manipulate the system to trade it. The robot remotely manipulates the system, your account, to trade only and close and make profit for you. So the money is in Binance, not in your account. Just as if I'm not using the robot, the money that I'm using to trade is not inside me, but in my Binance account. Are you getting the point now? Are you listening? Hello,
yes,
Ruth?
I'm with you.
I don't know if it's making sense. So the money has to be, the money has to be in your Binance account, or the robot does the execution of trades and closing it for you. So the money is in your Binance. And again, at any point in time, you can close those trades if you want to close and withdraw your money and do whatever you want to do with it. It is safe, it is secure, it cannot be tampered with. And again, for those of us who have Binance account, the level of security in Binance it is almost impossible for somebody to hack into your account. The level of security, when you are saying your Binance account, you understand what we're saying. You have several layers of security. Let me just show you something in Binance. You have several layers of security in Binance that protects your account. If you come here, for 1 minute, oh, sorry. Something I want to check. Okay, good. If you come here, you see the levels of interaction you're going to have. You do a lot of verifications. In fact, for you to be able to use Royalq, you're not only going to do the basic verification with Binance, you must be intermediately verified before Royalq will allow you to trade, or Binance will allow you to use the app to trade your account. And there are various levels of security on Binance. You have the two-factor authentication. You can use the Binance Google Authenticator, phone number verification, email verification. You can use Google verification. So many things that you can use in trading, in managing your account. And if one is not in place, you can't work, do anything on it. In fact, one of the most interesting ones is the withdrawal whitelist. You can actually whitelist all your access to a particular account, so that even if your phone is stolen or somebody gets hold of your account, he cannot withdraw to any other address unless that one you have whitelisted it to. So what some people do is that they will whitelist their accounts or their assets to an account of somebody they know, maybe a wife, a husband, a relation, or whatever. So once, even if it is hacked into, that asset cannot be taken out to another address except that one that they have instructed it. So Binance has a lot of security measures in place to secure your account. And so the robots cannot even break into your account. Apart from, the only thing it does is just that trading, and that's it. So I don't know if that gives you some level of confidence or answers your question.
Well, if I understand you clearly, I will need to create an API address, which will be linked to the Royalq account for the trading to go on, Abi?
Now, when you, okay, let me show you something. Zeph, I hope I'm not going outside with the questions.
No, you are not. You can explain.
I can go ahead, right?
You can.
I can go ahead.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Just clarify.
Now, if you go to your Binance account, I just want to show you practically how it's done. You under settings, you come to API management. This is where you go to. I just want to show you practically how it works. So assuming I want to create an API, let us say this is my own Royalq. I've already created an API for it. But let us say I want to create another API. I'll come here and I'll click on create. Sorry, I have to put the name first. So let me use your name. You are Ruth, right?
But I'm not seeing what you're doing.
You are. Oh my goodness! Sorry. Let me stop share and share it again. Sorry. Okay. Okay. I guess you can see it now. You can see it now, right?
Yes.
Yes, we can see.
Let me go back. Now, I'm going back. So let us assume this is your own Binance account and you want to create your API. You come here under API management. When you click on API management, it will take you to this place. I already have my own that I have created. This is my Royalq API. That's what I'm using to trade. So you come here, if you want to create another API. So let me call this one Ruth Royalq. Am I allowed?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so let me call it Root Royalq. And I say create API. You see here, it's going to ask me, you see how Royalq is secure. It's going to ask me to get my phone, my email verification and my phone verification. Let's do that right away. Just hold on, let me open my email on this other laptop. Just 1 minute. I just want us to see it practically so that we will understand that we don't have anything to be afraid of. Sorry, I have to get the details from another laptop so I don't disrupt what I'm doing here. Just 1 minute. What's going on now? This network is so slow today. I don't know what's happening. Okay, no problem. I think I can. Okay, I'll get it from here. So I'll ask you to send me the code for both my phone and my email. Okay, I'll come here. Let me come here and get. Okay. Good. This is the email. This is the 216190. So I go back here. No, sorry. 216190. And then let me check the one on the phone. The one on the phone is 35366. 356366. And then I submit. Good. So can you see it has created an API for you? Even though I'm going to delete this later, can you see it? Now this is what I was talking about. This is the API key which we will use, and the secret key which we will use to link your, to connect your Royalq app to your Binance account. So this key, this two, will copy this, go to your Royalq and paste it in the section for secret key. We'll copy this for API key, go to your Royalq and paste it. And then here, we're only telling the robot to only enable reading and enable spot and margin trading. Can you see that enable withdrawal is not shown? Can you see it? Are you seeing it?
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry,
Yes,
it's not sharing. Sorry, let me go back.
The network is so bad.
Sorry. Oh, you were seeing it? Were you seeing it?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Enable
okay, so
spot something, yeah.
Can you see enable withdrawal? I'm sure this one will be more interesting to you, the enable withdrawal. You can't even enable it. It's already blinded from beginning. So nobody can withdraw money from your Binance account. These are the only two things this robot can do. And then you follow the process all through until you complete the binding. That is what links the robot to your Binance account, and then you start trading. So that's how the API links your robot to your account. I don't know if this to some extent explains your question.
Yes.
So you're not the one that will create the API keys, the key and the secret key. No, it's automatically created from the system. Your own is just to give your API a name, and that's why I use your name, Royalq. Your own is just to give it name, and then every other thing is generated from the system, not manually. Does that answer the question?
Yes, I think I'm okay. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to delete. I'm going to delete this now.
You delete on your this thing.
Sorry?
Don't delete all API. You delete plus your own.
Oh, did I delete all API?
Yes.
Oh, I have to create another one for my own with that.
It's okay. No problem.
Okay. I'll do it again. I didn't know that was what I did. No problem. So that's how it is. Any other question?
I have another question. Hello?
Yes, go on.
Okay, now when you went to the trading page, when somebody wants to buy and sell,
Yes.
I noticed that they have different amounts. So what if you are not able to see the amount you want to buy or the amount you want to sell? What do you do?
Okay, the way it works is this. You allocate a particular amount to the number of coins you want to trade. For example, certain circle owners have they have various amounts based on their strategy that they can use to trade a coin. For example, the popular one, JD Winner, has $110 allocated to a coin, but that is changing very soon because of the market situation. I think it's increasing it to $150 based on the strategy. So what you just do is, depending on the strategy you are using to trade, if the strategy you are using to trade is one that allows you to use $150 per coin, so what you just do is you put 450, you have 450, for example, in your Binance account. It means you can select 3 coins to trade. Now, when you select those coins, there are also other parameters. One is, what is your initial buying amount and how many times. So if, for example, based on the strategy you're using, you have $150 and you want the coin to be bought in the multiples of $10. It means that 150 would have been exhausted in buying coins if the market goes down based on the settings up to 15 times. All of that is, once you have your settings, it is not you that will be doing it. The robot will be doing it based on the settings. You understand? So it's a function of the amount of money you have, the strategy you're using to trade, and the number of coins that the amount of money and strategy allows you to handle. I don't know if you understand it.
I will understand it as time goes on. I can't tell you I understand it very well. But well, as time goes on, and with you being there, I'm sure I'll be able to learn.
That will be fine. Okay, Zeph, you have something to add?
Okay. Yeah, Madam Ruth, I think I don't know the screen you saw Binance. I don't know if it's the P2P you saw, but the P2P section is showing you how to convert your money to Naira or use Naira to buy to buy USDT. You understand? And we have people you can buy from, right? And that's one section. I don't know if that's the part where you saw different prices. Or maybe that's
yes, that was where I saw different prices.
Okay, let me go back there. Sorry. Let me go back there.
Yes.
I understand your.
Okay, that is the P2P section. And, what you're actually seeing there is maybe if you want to withdraw your funds. Okay, let me clarify something too. What we use as trading capital for Royalq is a coin called USDT, right? So all your trading capital will have to be in a coin called USDT. The price does not go up or go down. So from this P2P thing you're seeing here now, you can be able to buy USDT, right? What you see, the prices you're seeing here are different traders who are advertising their prices for them to sell USDT. So if you want to buy, any person that is comfortable any person you're comfortable with their price here, you can be able to click on buy, this green button on the right side. And they will now ask you to pay to their bank account. And once they have confirmed they have received payment, the USDT that you want to buy will be credited to your Binance wallet. And you can use that as your trading capital. Also, the reverse, if you want to withdraw, some of your funds from the trading, what you will be withdrawing is the USDT. All right. So if you also come to this section, if you click on sell, they will now show you, because it's on buy now. If you click on sell right here, you sell here. If you click on it, that will now show you a list of people who want to sell, who you can sell your USDT to. And when you're comfortable with their price, you can now you put your bank details, you will pay the equivalent in Naira to your bank account, and the USDT will now be released to them. Binance will release that to them. So this is just how to bring in your money and how to withdraw. Yes. Yeah. Yes, go ahead.
I don't mind a quick demonstration of how this works with just 1,000 Naira. I don't know if you have it.
No.
Let me just demonstrate to you what Zef is talking about.
Okay, no, don't bother about that. Don't bother about that. So that it doesn't take much time for us. I think she's already clear with that, with this one.
I would have just.
Okay.
No, I think I'm clear. I'm clear with this. I'm clear with this. But would there ever be a time where you will not have people that want to sell or buy?
Okay, all right. So demonstration is not necessary. Okay.
So there are different people that are buying.
If I had done now, in the next few minutes, you'll see what will happen. It will be instant. It doesn't happen now, but when you get to buy your own, you'll see how it works.
Okay, it's all right.
You understand?
So you are the one that sets the price you want to sell or the price you want to buy.
Yes. For example, look at this person now. See this person called Gideon, this one. You can see he has 100 USDT, but he's only taking a limit of between 1,000 to 5,000, and his price is 582.62. That means if you're buying 1 USDT, you must pay him 582.62. Coin to you. The point is that when you are buying, Binance holds that account in escrow. There's no fraud at all. It holds the account in escrow and is under obligation to release either the money in the event where you are selling to the person, or the coins in the case where you are buying from the person. He's under obligation to release it within the stipulated time. Otherwise, you will appeal, and Binance can blacklist that person from using Binance and still release the coin to you. So it's very safe. Very, very, very safe. You know the amount of money. Let me show you something so that you see that this is not a small children business. You are going to see the kind of money people are moving in this market. Just wait. Let me show you something. Sometimes you see people wanting to buy coin worth over 50 million, 100 million in this market. Just hold on. Can you see somebody here? Are you seeing this person? Are you seeing it? This one?
Yes, I'm seeing. Yes, 5 million.
How much are you seeing?
5 million to 50 million.
How much?
50 million.
To 50. Yes, see another one. That's not the only one. If you go to another page, you still see them. And these are the kind of, look at it. Can you see? This is another page. Can you see the kind of money moving in the market? This is Nigeria, not the whole world, though. This is just Nigeria.
Wow.
Are you seeing it?
Yes.
So, so that's how it is. So people ask, they don't understand how it works. This is just it. If you have your coins, you want to get money, sharp, you get money. So I think we spent a lot of time on this. Let's now go to the other parts of this discussion. I want to quickly handle so that.
Can I quickly finally before we move? Okay.
Sorry?
I wanted to just quickly add something before you move over.
Okay, Zef.
Okay, madam, the other thing there is that what you saw now is just the section where you can be able to buy some USDT, which is your trading capital. Maybe if you want to sell it off or withdraw. you can be able to withdraw it through that means. Now, that is not where the Royalq bot is doing your trade. All right, that is not where your Royalq bot is trading for you. Your Royalq bot, after you have bought your USDT and it goes into your spot wallet, it will now use that USDT and be buying other coins and wait for them, the value will go up, and when it makes profit, it will now sell it back to USDT so that the USDT will hold the value. That is where your trading is done, not on this P2P. This P2P is only for you to put your account or withdraw. So I just wanted to put that clarification. All right, thank you. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Zeph. So the other part of this presentation has to do with the business angle, where you stand the opportunity to make very good income from Royalq. Royalq has 6 layers of levels. The bot level, you have the V1, the V2, all the way to V6. Once you buy your pay for your robot and you activate with $120, instantly you become a V1 member of the community that uses the Royalq robots. Now, what are the benefits of being a V1 activated member using Royalq? Now, first of all, that qualifies you to trade using the robot. The robot does the trading for you. But the business angle now is that with your once you sign up and you activate, Royalq assigns you a referral link with which you can refer others to come and also buy the bot and use it to trade their capital in the digital asset market. Once you're able to refer someone, you make what we call a direct referral activation bonus of $30. So, for example, Madam Ruth, if I am your upline and you sign through me and you pay $120, $20 will go to your gas fee. $30 of that remaining $100 will come to me as your direct upline as commission if I'm a V1. So you're going to earn these $30 you're seeing here. Now, aside from that, when your downline trades and makes profit, Royalq charges 20% of whatever profit the robot makes for your downline. Out of that 20%, as a V1, Royalq will still credit your account with 20% of that 20% that they charge, making it 4% of any profit your downline makes when you are a V1. That is the opportunity that goes with being a V1, and that is when you are just starting. From V1, you migrate to the second level called the V2 level. And in that V2 level, you have additional opportunity and incentive. As for you to qualify to become a V2, you must have referred 3 people. 3 people must have used, minimum of 3 people must have used your link, your referral link, to sign up and activate their Royalq. And then you must have 20 people in your team. So what it means is that even if you have ended up signing only 3, but those in your team have also signed people, and collectively you have 20 people that can be linked to your referral link, automatically you qualify to become a V2. And as a V2, when you sign up somebody for direct referral, instead of making $30, we make $40. Now, for indirect referral, what this means is that when you have signed up, when you have become a V2, if those who are your downlines on V1 are able to sign up anybody and he activates the Royalq robots, you earn an extra $10 from their sign up. So still bringing you to 40. So when your downline who is in V1 earns 30, Royalq will pay you 10 for that activation, making it a total of $40, which they pay from that indirect activation, where you get $10 out of it. Now, because you've grown to the next level, your profit from the trades executed by your direct downlines increases from 20% to 30% of the 20% that Royalq will charge, making it 6% of whatever profit your downlines make. At that level, you have 20 members in your team. Now, the next level is V3. For you to qualify to become a V3, you must have 5 direct V1 users that you have signed up. V1 users direct. And then you must have 3 of your members that have become V2. So which means those 3 people that you have signed in your V1 should have moved to become V2. And then you have also signed 5 people, including them, to make it 5 V1 members that you have signed. That automatically makes you qualified to become a V3 participant. Of course, your total team must have 100 people. So plus you, your V2 members, your V1 members, all in your team should have at least 100 people. And with the 3 people who are V2 members, then you qualify to become a V3. At that point, anybody you sign directly, you earn $50. Anyone your downline signs, you earn $20 from there. And then you earn 40%, which is 8% of whatever profit your downlines make. And then that unlocks the opportunity for you to now make additional income. And we call that one the peer award. So if you have anybody that you have signed up that comes to meet you at the same level, you earn 10% of whatever profit that comes from that person's team's transaction. And that becomes an additional income for you. I can see, I'm seeing somebody's hand. Edidion, your hand is up. You have a question? Is it in connection with what I'm just saying now?
Not really. I wanted to ask about what you presented the first time. And that has to do with the gas fee. You were saying that the gas fee should not deplete, I think, to, is it 2% or what percentage you said? So how do we monitor it? How do we monitor it? If that's the question, so that we'll be able to know when it has come down that low, so that it can be replenished.
Okay. When you open your robots, on that home page, underneath you see mine. When you click on mine, you see where we have assets. Under that asset, it shows you at every point in time how much you have left in your gas fee, in your robot, which is used for the gas fee. Unfortunately, those who haven't activated their robot may not understand what we are talking about. So that is where you keep monitoring to know when it is going down. Once it gets to $2, the robot will stop trading. So it's advised not to allow it to get to $2. More advisable is to ensure that at every point in time, it doesn't go below $10. You can afford to put it up to 20, depending on your trading capital. If your trading capital is huge, in which case the robot it's possible for the robot to turn out huge profits for you within a short time, then you should have reasonable amount of money in your assets in the robot to be able to accommodate the gas. For example, if somebody is trading with a $10,000 account, the possibility is that $10,000 can make above $100 or even $200 in a day. So in that case, you cannot have $20 in your account, because once it makes $100, the $20 is wiped. So for that kind of size of account, you should put reasonable, maybe up to $100 or even $200 or even $500, so that you don't need to be replenishing all the time. So it's a function of your capital and your ability to also check that asset at every point in time. If the market is very bullish, you can wipe that asset in no time, because you are the robot is making a lot of profit for you, and as it's making it dropping, as it's making it dropping. So once in a while, please always check. If you are using big capital to trade, then you must make sure there's sufficient money there so that it doesn't stop trading for you, because when it stops, you may not know. I don't know if that answers your question.
Very well, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. So let's go back to what I was saying. So I was talking about the V3. And when you get to V4, you must have directly referred 8 V1 members. You must have 3 of your members that must have become V3, and you must have a total of 300 members in your team. At that point, your direct referral, you earn $60. Your indirect referral, that means if your downline signs, you earn $30 from whatever, that's your direct downline. You earn $30 from his direct signing of new accounts. And then you earn 50% of the 20% that Royalq will charge those who trade and make profit, which means at V4 level, for every profit your downline makes, you are making 10% of it. And then you also earn the 10% peer award. You also have the V5 level. At V5 level, you must refer 12 V1 users, have three V4 members, and a total of 800 members in your team. At that level, your direct activation, you earn $65. And then for indirect one, which is the one that comes from your downline, you earn $40. And then you earn 55% of the 20% that Royalq will charge, which makes it 11% of the profit of your downlines. And then you still have the 10% peer review. And then here comes the mother of them all, and that is the V6 level, where you need to have 20 V1 users, 3 V5 members with a total of 1,500 members in your team. At that point, you earn $70 of any direct activation you've done, $50 of any indirect activation, 60%, which is 12%. At that point, you're even earning, in fact, from here, from this V5, you're even earning more than Royalq on whatever charges they make. Because Royalq will charge 20%. At V5 level, you're earning 11% of that 20%. I mean, 11% of the total profit that your so if they pay you 11%, Royalq is only going with 9% out of that 20% as charged. Then at V6 level, you're making 12. Now, this is the destination everybody wants to get to. This point where we have this V6. This is where everybody desires to get to. Today, we have V6 members who earn an average of between $5 to $20, $30, $40,000 every day. I'm not talking of every month. I'm talking about every day. And this is not coming from their trading. It's coming from commissions that they have made from these things we have described here. We have V5 members who are earning. In fact, when you get to V4, V5, it's very unlikely that your earnings on a daily basis will not hit 1,000 it will not enter the 1,000 region. At V3 level, yes, $100 and something, 200, depending on how your downlines trade and the capital they're using to trade and the kind of profit they make, you make money. So this is an opportunity for us as people who have identified with this robot to make not just passive income, but to generate or to create a business for ourselves. People have asked the question, what is going to happen to the crypto or the digital assets world? Look at what is happening in China and so on and so forth. The truth is that it has come to stay. If for anything even, countries are now trying to mimic the digital market by creating their own digital assets. Next tomorrow now, Nigeria is going to launch our own digital naira. But the question you ask yourself is, digital naira that we're going to launch, what value does it have? For as long as the naira does not have the kind of value it has, it will still affect the digital naira. Is naira only in digital form? Are you getting the point? You cannot go to in Abuja here where they sell dollars. You go to Zone 4 where the Malam sell dollars, and you say because my money is digital naira, the dollar you sell to me will be cheaper than the one I will use when I'm using physical naira. No. So it is whatever digital currency we are developing is dependent on the fiat currency itself, which is the naira, the physical naira that we see. So if the physical naira hasn't got the kind of value that will sustain it, it is still the same thing. It's not going to create any extra thing. So that is the argument around even the digital naira that we are talking about, the e-naira that is going to be launched in the next 2 days. But when we talk about the cryptocurrency or the digital asset world, it is being accepted today. People are going to space and using digital currency to pay for it. The hotels where you go to today, they don't accept any other thing except digital currency. Yes, arguments have gone on about the volatility. Of course, even dollar itself is volatile. But for those who have traded forex markets, you can see the extent of volatility in currencies, and these are real-time volatility. People have made money, people have lost money. So currencies that are controlled by the central bank, by regulatory authorities, also experience volatility. Is it crypto that will not experience volatility? So it's an opportunity for us to make good money. So if you're on this platform, you have found time to come here. This is a lifetime opportunity for you to make money. We have somebody, two people in Nigeria today, I think 3 of them actually, who have become V5 members. Only God knows how much those guys smile to the bank with every day, just for taking this business serious, creating teams, and they sit back and their money just hits their account and they do well. So this is an opportunity for all of us. Aspire to make good use of this opportunity and see what you can do for yourself. We have groups where we have formed ourselves into groups. We want to encourage ourselves to take this serious. Talk to everybody about Royalq. Royalq is a fantastic innovation that will make us make money from trading and also make us to create a good business for ourselves. Look at what we're doing today. How much is our salary? No matter how much the salary is, inflation has eroded it. But this is one business that you don't have anything to do. If, for example, you are trading and you are making money, your USDT goes along with the price of dollar in the market. If dollar goes to 600 today, USDT will also follow it. If it comes down tomorrow, USDT will follow it, because this is digital dollar that is backed by real fiat currency. It's not something that is unreal. So we have something secure that we can use to make additional money, and we don't need to do so much about it. The robot does the most for us. So we encourage all of you to take advantage of these opportunities. Talk to others about it. Begin to create your team. If you have not signed up, sign up. Whoever brought you to this group, sign up now, get your robots, and begin to talk to others. You begin to earn passive income as it were. For those of us who have tried it, you know, we've experienced, we may not have gotten anywhere, but at least I know I've made some small money from Royalq as I'm talking to you. All those small commissions and the profit from trade and all that, I've even withdrawn some and use it to solve some little things. So you can imagine if I move from V1, I'm getting close to V2 by God's grace, or I get to V3. By the time I get to V3, at this point, even if it's $50 I'm making every day, convert it to Naira. That's 20-something thousand Naira. How much do you earn as a worker? How much does your salary, how much does your company pay you on a daily basis? I'm not sure any of us earn up to $50 with the level of the dollar today on a daily basis. I don't think so. Well, let me not assume. Maybe there are people who earn more than that, but the average person may not be earning up to this on a daily basis. But with Royalq, you have the opportunity to exceed that several times over. All you need to do is just work hard for it and sit back and enjoy the benefits. So that's the presentation. My Oga Zep, I don't know if you have anything to add to the presentation. Otherwise, we'll take questions if there is any from our team members.
Wow. That was a wonderful piece from Mr. Chineye. Thank you very much, sir, for the time you have given us to hear you present the opportunity. So for those of us who are just joining us the first time, please get in contact with whoever invited you to this group and use the link of the person and get started, just like he said. And what you see here is exactly what you get. Exactly what you get. Nothing more, nothing less. The Royalq bot trades with your one in your Binance wallet. You don't give your money to the Royalq company to do anything. Just like trading by yourself in Binance. But instead of you sitting on the computer from morning to night, this robot is taking over the work for you, and it does the trading for you 24 or 365 days. So you can imagine what a relief that is. All you need to do is check your Royalq app and you see balances that have come in. Whatever you see in your Royalq app, just a reflection of what is inside your Binance. All trading is done inside your Binance because transaction is done through the API. So when it buys with your USDT, whatever coin it has bought, you will see it right inside your Royalq app. You will see all the coins there. Sorry, you see all the coins it has bought inside your Binance. All right. Whatever you see in your Royalq is just a reflection of what is done inside Binance. So the money are not on the Royalq, they are all in the Binance. So with that being said, I need us to build up a very good, strong confidence in this opportunity. This is the first time we are getting this kind of opportunity to come our way, whereby we don't have to give our monies to any of these platforms that can run away with our monies. You understand? So today we have this kind of opportunity that you do with your money and you're still making on top of it. What are you doing with this opportunity? Are you still going to hear about it and still be watching and wondering? Yes, a lot of people are succeeding with Royalq. The company is making profits for everybody. So don't be left out. This is real, right? So welcome to the future. Welcome to the era of you being with your money while your money makes money profits for you. Welcome to Royalq. Thank you very much. So any other questions, any other person that has some questions for this part, you can just indicate. Then you can bring down your slide, sir.
Okay, sorry, let me.
Person, questions, you can raise your hand or just unmute yourself and ask. Okay, any questions that we can wrap it up?
Okay. It looks like nobody has any question anymore.
Yeah. So we can end the meeting now, sir.
Yes. Thank you all for coming. Ruth, Raphael, Olu, Shulamite, Fubara, Edidiong, Dangofa, Aderonke. This one is Techno 3L. I don't know who that person is, but thank you all. Maybe you tell us who you are, please. The one with Techno. We don't know the name.
I'm Blessing.
Blessing. Okay, thank you very much. We appreciate all of you.
Thank you.
Yes. We hope to see you guys tomorrow.
Appreciate to learn more.
Yes. This presentation is
my first time of joining the meeting. Everything is still sounding new, but I believe with time I will get to know more.
Okay, this meeting is every day. You can still attend tomorrow. You will learn more tomorrow. Yes, it's every day. Okay. Yes, we still have it tomorrow. We have it on Friday. Same time, yes. You can even invite your friends to be part of it so that they can listen to the. Yeah. Please.
I will. Thank you very much for the explanations.
Thank you very much for being here. We hope to see you tomorrow.
All right. Thanks.
Where are you joining? Where are you joining us from?
Okay, that's true.
Techno.
Madam Blessing, where are you joining from?
I joined from Aba.
Wow.
Okay.
I just okay.
That's good. So how is Aba today?
But it's fine.
Oh, that's good.
Right.
Right.
And you where are you speaking from?
I am in Abuja. Zef is in Port Harcourt.
Okay. I'm from Aba right now.
That's good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So,
tomorrow.
Thank you so much. Good night. Have a wonderful night rest.
Thank you very much. And you too.
Yes.
Hello. Good night. Bye.
My first time seeing you. Nice to have you back.